Meditation.
Of oneself or of trying to reach a higher spiritual state. What is a mantra is meaningless in and of itself, but remember, and it is your secret mantra is Un Yeleman. Un Yeleman. Now say it now. It's very beautiful. Now, first sit on the floor or on your bed with your foot crossed and your hand in your lap. Sitting up straight, taking a deep breath and relax, letting the mind wander for a while as it usually does. And when you find a space in your thinking which seems sort of quiet, start saying the mantra. Un Yeleman. Stress the first syllable very hard and keep saying it over and over. And if you're having to scratching or to move, you may do so, but no matter what is happening in your mind, keep saying the mantra and concentrate on it for as long as you can. And soon, I do believe you will find that the passage of time is no longer known by you, and it will become to feel as though you are adrift in the cosmic void. And though you might be frightened at first to be so alone in the cosmic void, then you will hear the sound of many, many voices, and they will all be saying Un Yeleman, and it will be the sound of the great cosmic brotherhood. It will be all of us. It will be you and you and you and myself, all saying the wonderful word of Un Yeleman, joining together with our hands and taking this wonderful message that we have to not only this place, but into the other place, and soon to the next one. And then after that we will go to the world, and we will tell the world the secret wonderful joy of Un Yeleman, and the world will become ours, and we will rule the world under the mystical power of Un Yeleman. I want to hear Un Yeleman! Un Yeleman! Un Yeleman! Sieg! 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 Sieg!
Now we get to the most important things which grass alters, and through alteration enhances. These things are three. The holy three. And they are eating food, listening to music, and making love, you dig?
Eating food.
Eating becomes a joy unbounded. All food tastes far out. If you open a box or bag of stuff like Abba's Abba bars or dried figs or something, you'll start eating and eating until someone happens along and pulls the bag or box out of your hand.
Hey!
At which point you might dash to the refrigerator.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
And start eating lettuce and leftover pieces of fried squash.
Music.
Listening to music while stoned is a whole new world. Most heads consider its importance second only to sex. And grass will change your musical habits for the better, even when you listen later, when you're not stoned.
Besides classical music, there are other types which are also delightful to listen to. Folk, acid rock, electronic, and jazz. But there are some kinds of music which you must never, ever listen to. For example, you should never, ever listen to Myron Florin music. Or Dick Contino music. Or your old music. Unless, of course, they're all playing together.
A feeling which occurs quite often and rather strongly while stoned is a thing called sex. For this reason, it's a good idea not to get stoned unless you have a girl with you.
Unless you already are a girl.
If you already are a girl, hi there.
The music in the room, or the murmurings of your friend, are not just an audio delight, but a physical sensation.
Yeah. Oh, gee. I'm glad you like it. Let me turn on the light. Yeah. Gee, come on over here and sit down. And, yeah. You liked it? Jesus Christ, I couldn't wait to get out of that place, but the record player was so loud. It was sitting right over there, right? But it was blasting in my ears. Sit down over here, make yourself comfortable.
Feels good.
Yeah, here's another pillow. Gee,
Relax.
I'm really glad that you came out. You know, yeah, it was really nice. Just walking in there, meeting you there.
Feels good to get quiet again.
Yeah, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Can I get you some wine or maybe something to something to drink?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Oh, great, man. I got some Japanese wine that really can really stone you out. Just puts the edge on everything. You drink it warm, and it's really out of sight. Really, yeah, you're really gonna dig it. Oh yeah, you know about it. Yeah, yeah. You get it in Japanese restaurants. It's here. Why don't you drink it out of this little cup?
Oh, I got some hashish too.
Oh, some hashish. Oh, fantastic. Hashish. That means I got a.
No, I got a pipe.
Oh, you got a pipe. Great. Okay. Let's. Gee whiz, I'm really glad you came. You mind if I put it in the pipe and
oh yeah, go
good.
ahead.
Oh,
do
thank
it.
you. Yeah. Well, I'm really glad you.
Oh,
It
that's
really worked out, didn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that wine delicious?
Yeah, this is nice.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It feels good on your lips.
Yeah. Oh. Great.
Yeah, this is good.
Great stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah, dynamite stuff. Yeah. Did you have your palm read before?
Oh, can you read my
Yeah,
palm?
let me read your palm.
Far out.
Far out. You really got a far out lifeline. Really far out lifeline.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look at the way it travels right up your arm. Yeah. Really. You're really incredible. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Keeps right on going.
Yeah, it doesn't. It just keeps right on going.
The smell of your friend's hair or the warm, soothing touch of his or her body, or the curve of a cheekbone. All these separate sensations swirl and mix together into a whole, an avatar, a divinity incarnate.
Yeah.
And the sensual delight of your own body and the glorious splendor of the setting all fuse together, and you and your friend and the whole world become a chasm of jubilation for minute after minute after minute, until seemingly a millennium has passed and time has lost all claim to meaning. And the multitude and the intermixture of your responses which you experience preparatory to and during the sex act seem to recur again and again and again, like the infinite number of images produced when you stand between two mirrors. And they begin to reproduce themselves and intertwine with one another, growing and building until you experience revelations of feeling so poignant that you can examine each pinpoint of pleasure, and so overpowering that the entirety of it thrusts you into a maelstrom of pure, ecstatic energy.
I really dig when you do that.
Why didn't you tell me?
Why didn't you ask me?
I really dig doing it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Spiro,
Yeah?
you do love me, don't you?
Oh, baby. Just keep doing that.
Games.
Virtually every mental activity which one engages in when stoned may be lumped into the broad category of games, partly because everything seems like a game when you're stoned, and partly because the competition and excitement of playing games becomes heightened and validly reflects our entire life struggle. Can you dig it?
It is a truism that games which add another dimension to your life, and grass which heightens all feelings, will, when mixed together, create an exciting and enriching experience.
You missed that pass, Henderson! What happened?
Sorry, Coach. I slipped on the grass.
Well, folks, we'll be back in a minute with more excitement right after this word.
Beer, 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 beer.
There are two basic game kingdoms: physical games and intellectual games. A few games, of course, fall in both categories, such as Stick Quiz. This is a simple game played with a leader and one or more players. The leader asks a question of one of the other players, and if the player doesn't know the answer, the leader hits him with a stick. Outdoor games.
When it comes to the physical games, there are but two things to remember. Keep them simple and bear in mind the problems with space and time which you'll have. Mumbledy-Peg and Russian roulette, and for that matter, all games involving knives or guns are out for obvious reasons. How about that, Jerry?
Well, Vinny, you know, playing croquet while stoned can be an extra beautiful trip. Sometimes you think you're a member of English aristocracy, and sometimes you think you're God.
Right you are, Jer. Well, folks, we'll be back in a minute with more excitement right after this word.
And now, today's outdoor sport.
Mrs. Eileen Simon of Phoenix, Arizona. You win that beautiful, all-immersible pop-up toaster and, of course, compliments of our sponsor, a full key of always mild, always wild Cincinnati off-white marijuana.
Indoor games.
Listen,
Outdoor games are all right, but they lack the intellectual challenge, the imagery, the superworldliness of your indoor games. The intellectual level of the games which will be most fun when you are stoned will depend on how stoned you are. If you are very, very stoned, see, you might have trouble playing Find Your Foot or Peekaboo. But if you can maintain a normal level of awareness, a myriad of games are available to you, which present the new excitement and challenges which you never would have guessed existed. You know what I mean?
Children's games, such as pick-up sticks, finger painting, and Tinker Toys, are excellent. Board games like Monopoly, Scrabble, and Parcheesi are fun, too. But games of thought and talk are the very best.
And now, once again, it's time to play Make a Sentence. For those of you at home who haven't watched before, here's how we play. A group of people sit in a circle, and each in turn says a word, one word, in turn, until a complete sentence is formed. Are you ready, panel?
Yes, sir.
Let's demonstrate.
Grass
Distinguishes
Itself
From
all
other
chemicals
that
purport
inwardly
to
euphorically
stimulate
and
enlighten
those
members
of
society
which
prefer
habitually
drug
rolled
material
in
forms
that
sequentially
often
produce
excessive
hallucinations.
whereas
some
marijuana
Has
often
cost
less
than
a
dose